When Deion Sanders took the reins of the Colorado Buffaloes football program, he didn't just bring hype. He brought a revolution. The swagger, the media attention, the belief that a once-forgotten program could matter again in the national college football conversation. But now, the man known simply as Coach Prime finds himself at a crossroads, with uncertainty swirling around his health, his contract obligations, and, most pressingly, his future at Boulder. According to a report from USA Today's Brent Schrotenboer, Coach Prime has been away from his duties with the Colorado football team since April, a stretch of nearly 3 months and counting. The reason? Ongoing health complications that have plagued Sanders for years and now seem to be taking a more visible toll. As a result, he has failed to fulfill several mandatory obligations listed in his employment contract, including running youth and high school football camps this summer, one of the more community-driven pillars of his role at CU. Schrotenboer notes that Sanders did not attend Colorado's annual youth and high school football camps in June, despite those camps being a contractual responsibility. These events, often used to galvanize local interest, scout future talent, and build grassroots credibility, were held without the figurehead who once promised to make Boulder the epicenter of college football swagger. And now, with no clear timetable for Sanders' return to his on-campus duties, questions are mounting inside and outside the program. According to the report, Sanders is still expected to appear at the Big 12 Media Days in Frisco, Texas, on July 9th, his first major public appearance since his extended absence. Whether or not he'll actually show remains a matter of speculation. Health battles. Taking a toll. This isn't just about missed camps. This is about the very real physical toll Deion Sanders has endured over the years, a toll that seems to be catching up to him in brutal fashion. Sanders has undergone a staggering series of medical procedures in recent years. He's suffered from persistent blood clots in his legs, which led to the amputation of 2 toes and multiple surgeries, reportedly over 10, many of which were high risk. In 2021, he was hospitalized for nearly a month due to complications from foot surgery. At times, Sanders has used a scooter and golf cart to move around the practice field. These aren't minor issues. These are life-altering conditions that would sideline even the toughest of competitors. And yet, through it all, Sanders has remained the face and voice of the Buffaloes, pushing a vision that has, despite last season's collapse, undeniably changed the trajectory of the program. Speculation on his future mounts, with his sons, Shedeur Sanders and Shilo Sanders, having likely played their final snaps for Colorado. Many believe both will declare for the NFL draft. There's been ongoing chatter that Deion might follow them out the door. When he first arrived, critics labeled him a flash-in-the-pan celebrity hire. But in his first year, despite a 4-8 finish, he revived national attention around Colorado football unlike anything the school has seen in decades. The buzz was real. The transfers rolled in. Merchandise flew off the shelves. The Buffaloes became a social media darling. ESPN, Fox, and major sports networks couldn't get enough of the primetime effect. Whether you loved it or hated it, you watched it. Yet all that glitter can't mask the real challenges Sanders and the program are now facing. Sources around the team say morale has dipped slightly without Sanders' magnetic presence. Players and recruits alike have noticed the void. Assistant coaches, some of whom have received pay raises under Sanders' watch, are holding the line for now. But make no mistake, Colorado is Prime's show. Without him front and center, the spotlight begins to dim. What happens next? For now, all eyes turn to July 9th. That's when the Big 12 Media Days kick off in Texas, and Sanders is scheduled to represent Colorado on a national stage. If he appears, it could quell some of the speculation and reassure fans that he's still committed, even if his health is still a lingering concern. If he doesn't show, the noise will only get louder. Colorado Athletic Director Rick George has reportedly given Sanders the space he needs to recover, and rightfully so. Sanders' arrival turned what was a dormant program into a cultural phenomenon. Without Coach Prime, Colorado football wouldn't even register on the national radar. It's fair to say he's earned some grace. But in the business of college football, especially in this new NIL and transfer portal era, time is not an infinite luxury. Recruiting calendars don't pause. Media obligations don't wait. And boosters, well, they don't like question marks.